Hey, what's up everybody? Pickups for end of 2023. Incredible. It's been about 4 months since the last pickups vid, so this is basically just everything for the last quarter of the year. But most of it was around Christmas. And a little bit before then. So, first off, obviously, I got a new computer. I've done many videos on that. It's a Dell Optiplex 3060 tower, micro tower. It's not like amazing. It's a 5-year-old computer. I don't really care. It does everything I want it to. I don't need a graphics card. Don't care about having I want a 200 watt power supply. I don't want to use up a lot of electricity. This and that. So I've done other videos on it though, so you can go look at those. And I'm not going to show the CD pickups in this video either because I don't think anybody really cares. Not that I think most people really care about any of the stuff that I'm showing here, but we keep going. I have one piece of computer-related hardware to show, though. And for anybody who knows me, you'll know that I like using trackball mice. And I've got here pretty much the holy grail of trackball mice. This is a CST L-Track KidTrack model. So, clearly superior technologies. And this is just about, this is the biggest trackball you can get. Obviously you can see compared to my hand here, or compared to a little Magic Mouse, it's just tiny. Or compared to my main trackball, my M570, yeah, it's tiny. It's very tiny. And this is a slightly older model. It is USB. This came in serial and PS2 versions as well. The manufacture date on mine is February 19th of 2008, so old enough. The model is CST 1350. And this is basically the same as any of their older L-Track models, only that it comes in the kid colors here. It is not the model that has the headphone jack style plugs for the extra buttons on the side. You just get the 3 buttons. And this is a really nice trackball mouse in terms of finger balls. Like I said, this is the biggest one you can get. Rolls real nice. It is a heavy ball, but it rolls very smoothly. I opened it up. It didn't need much cleaning. The way these things are built, they basically clean themselves. You only really need to clean it about once a year. You can do more regularly than that if you like, but it's not like that other one where the freaking rollers just get junked up within hours even of using it. This is very nice. It doesn't have a scroll wheel, obviously. If you have a newer model of this, it will have this little scroll wheel up at the top here, which is kind of difficult to reach. This one has no such thing. This is also not the Pro model, so this third button here only has one real function. It has 2 real functions. Basically, it acts as a select button, so like if you click this, you'll start selecting text. So you don't have to hold down the button while you're rolling the ball to select the text. You just press this, select what you want, and then press whenever you need to unselect the text, whatever you want to do with that. And then this, if you hold it for like 3 seconds, it'll turn this ball into a scroll wheel, 3-dimensional scroll wheel. So obviously to sit and wait 3 seconds every time you want to scroll is a pain in the ass. The scrolling action is really smooth with this ball, but it's not very, very easy to do, obviously, because you got to sit there and wait for it, and then to release it you got to hit a button to get out of scroll mode. But that's the way these older trackballs were. Either you didn't have any solution for scrolling at all, or you had something like this. Only later on did they get scroll wheels or rings or whatever. But in terms of precision, real good. In terms of build quality, absolutely excellent. This is the best made trackball pretty much ever. Very high quality parts, very easily serviced. Replacement parts are still available. And I personally like the colors. I think it's kind of cool. This came in black and just a white model with white buttons. But obviously this is the KidTrack model, so it has kid colors. And in terms of the trackball size, it's the exact same size as a pull ball. So it's about a millimeter larger than the Kensington Expert trackball, which makes it the largest one ever. And yeah, it is really cool. Really a nice trackball mouse. I paid like $25 for this, which for me that's a steal, because if you go online, let me pull it up here. They still sell them. It's a different company now than CST, but they still sell them. L-Track. See how much they go for. X-Keys is who sells them now. And then there's some other sites that resell it as well. Like here's one, School Health has the Kid Track model for $185 with $27 delivery. Ergo Guys has it for $179. Inclusive TLC has it for $215. Office Depot, really? Is it in stock at Office Depot? Out of stock, but they were selling it for $82 each. And then Trackball World says you can buy one for $76.95. That's the cheapest I've seen yet for this same model. But if you want to buy the newest model with the scroll wheel and everything, that's brand new made, they go for $159. So it is the most expensive trackball mouse you can buy, and it is the best trackball mouse you can buy. And although it's an older model and it's missing that scroll wheel at the top, this is still excellent. I don't use it as my main mouse because the lack of the scroll wheel is just, it's too much for me. But for certain applications, like anything Photoshop related where you need to, like when you're holding down a button with a mouse, you know, a regular mouse, you release the button and it jerks around. No problem with something like this. So very cool pickup. I consider it a great steal even at $25. These just aren't easy to come by. So that's pretty cool. And I got some computer software here. This is just games, of course, but here I got Marble Blaster. I just have it in a HP case that I had laying around because I just got the disc only. But this is Marble Blast, the original, and not even Marble Blast Gold. It's just outright Marble Blast from 2002 on a disc. And yeah, so pretty cool. Obviously Gold is the much better version, but that never came out on a CD, and obviously Ultra is basically lost to history in terms of physical releases other than the demo. So pretty cool on that. I don't know how much that was. It was like $2. Got Quake, the original Quake, in a digipack, which is all beat to shit because digipacks just blow. Does have the manual. I'm not going to pull it out because again digipacks are garbage, but this is the disc. You can see there, this is the version that comes with WinQuake, so it does work on Windows 95. It works on Windows 10 even. I have it installed on there. So this is the Windows and DOS version, so pretty cool. And in a similar vein, we have Doom Collector's Edition, which is the Ultimate Doom Trilogy. Has Ultimate Doom, Doom 2, and Final Doom all included. This uses the Doom 95 executable, so this would work on like Windows 95, XP, that kind of stuff. Doesn't work too well on Windows 10. And then this also has preview content for Doom 3. I mostly got it just so I could have the WADs on a disc because I didn't own Doom physically before this, so there you go. Unless you count the Xbox Collector's Edition Doom 3. Got Ghost Recon. This is the 2 Great Games Edition with Island Thunder included. Again, it's just this little thing. This is how it came. And this is how it came. Look at this. This is literally how this thing came. Originally. Just this cheap shit. And then you have the 2 discs in there. The reason I got it is because it's completely DRM free, so you can install it on any computer and just play it without the disc. I'm quite a big fan of that. Lastly, also Ubisoft here. Chessmaster 9000 Classic. Obviously, by today's standards, this is completely out of date as a chess engine. Anything modern just destroys this. But as a program, it's pretty cool. It's got nice sets, got good tutorials and stuff, and you know, it's just a timeless little game. If you can get Grandmaster Edition, that one's superior, but costs like $50. So that's the computer software out of the way. Let's find a place for this because I'm in a small space. Crammed in here. Alright, next, console games. I got some GameCube games here for the first time in years, and I mean years. many years. Most of these are games I already had, to be honest with you, but figured what the hell, why not? Got Tiger Woods 2004, best golf game ever, as we've spoken of before on this channel. It is a 2-disc game, actually. And obviously it's complete. I had to remove rental stickers from the discs, and that was a lot of fun. It really was. But I did get them. And otherwise, it's a good shaped copy. It looks to me like it's maybe a little sun faded on the front, just a bit. But it's hard to say, because I haven't seen another GameCube copy of this. It might just be that version. NCAA Football 2003. Excellent football game. 2004 is probably better than this one, but only marginally, because this one doesn't have the offensive, I don't know if you'd call it a bug, but it's not skewed towards offense as heavily as 2004 is. Otherwise, basically, it's the same. Just a little worse AI. And, SSX 3, classic game. In very good shape here. Only thing wrong with it is on the side, the plastic got chipped up a little bit, so it kind of protrudes out from the case a little bit there, you can see. Just that little bit. So, kind of annoying, but it is what it is. And lastly here, this one's getting to be pretty damn expensive, which is why I consider this a good deal, even though it's all banged up. Got Sonic Adventure 2 Battle for the GameCube. And this is player's choice, so it is pretty beat up, as you can see. The case is rough. It's just not great condition. And then the manual is basically trashed. You can tell it had been wet at one point. And the disc definitely is scuffed. But it plays just fine. There's nothing wrong with it. I could get this resurfaced and it would be as good as brand new. And I did like 20 for this, which is, again, that's a bit, but I think it goes for like $50 last time I looked on eBay. So I'll take those little discounts when I can get them. I don't see stuff like this in the wild at all in my area. Unless they're wanting eBay prices anyway. At that point, I don't go for it. Let's see here. More PS2 games. And a lot of sports stuff, like I say. NCAA 06 football. Obviously, this is a legendary game. I don't think it's as good as 2003 or 4. But it is still very good. Again, complete. I don't like it as much graphically, but the player models and stuff just... Another one here. NCAA 2K3. This is not an amazing game, to be honest with you. But I collect these Sega Sports games, so pretty cool to add to the collection. This one is a little sun faded. Again, like freaking how. I don't know. Just sitting in a game store, probably. There's a small problem with this one, but it's small. Could just swap the case. Twisted Metal Black, Greatest Hits Edition. I already had this game as just the regular old Black Label copy for years, but I got this one because it has a Twisted Metal Black Online. Second disc, so you can see. So you got 2 discs. And here's disc 2. What's kind of interesting about it is the second disc is a CD. You can see right there, compact disc, but obviously, as you kind of saw already, it's not blue. It's just a regular old CD. You can tell that Sony was getting kind of lazy by this point. They didn't really care anymore about the PS2. But the problem with it, like I said, is there was some sticker residue there, so it has hair stuck to it and stuff. So you could use Goo Gone, but sometimes it just wrecks these cases, so didn't bother with that. And then ironically, Chessmaster, cool version of it. Probably the best chess game on the system. Probably one of the best chess games for console ever. It is a good version, definitely. Only thing that's kind of annoying about it is the music. It is cool music, but it plays the same track over and over and over again. If you stay in the same mode, it plays the same track for the whole time that you play the game. And that gets a little annoying. So, otherwise not bad. Next stuff. Got a lot of movies here and just DVD stuff in general. And the first thing I'm going to show you guys is just something a lot of people wouldn't give a damn to buy one of these. I just thought it was cool. I think they look neat. And I've always liked Pioneer stuff, so I figured what the hell. So, got myself, it's about as wide as my chair is, got myself a Pioneer DV525 DVD player. This is a 1999 model, so old enough, man. And this was a good DVD player at the time. This was probably more in the mid-range of players for that lineup. Obviously, at the time they also had like the 3-disc changers, 5-disc changers, but I didn't want any of that. I just wanted a single-disc player. They did have some at that store. I wanted to go back for that one, the 3-disc, because it was in excellent shape, but somebody else got it. But yeah, I think it looks pretty damn cool. I just like the old Pioneer style here. It does have the newer Pioneer logo, just after they changed it. There are models that look identical to this one that have the older logo, but they're kind of scarce. Because again, it was just as DVD was coming out, man. Like early '99. It's like a year after. And again, you can see all the buttons are black on black, so it's kind of hard to see the symbols. And yeah, but it's real basic on the functions on the front of it. I'll show you the back of it here. You can see we've got component on it, which is nice. Obviously no HDMI, this is well before then. It does have a video out selector, interestingly enough, has a little switch on it to switch between S-Video and composite. Or sorry, yeah, to switch between composite and component. And then has digital out as well. And then there's your audio for both. So it does still actually have the little plastic insert for the digital out, which is kind of cool. Yeah, in terms of manufacture date, this is February of 2000, so it isn't a 99 production model, but old enough, man. It's still the 20th century. You can. I think they made this model starting in like July of '99. If you look on eBay, you can see them going back to like August, I think. But yeah, so pretty cool. Obviously, it's just a Region 1 player, but and it is pretty big. So it's not as deep as some others, but you know, it's a decent player. Those older 3 or 5 disc players, they come out like to here, almost as big as a Laserdisc player. But yeah, and in terms of, it does work fine, plays beautifully, and this is really a unique player. And part of why I like this is really an old school player. This is good for the older CRTs and stuff. But the way they have it configured is kind of interesting with regard to how widescreen movies work. Because when you put in a disc that's widescreen, by default on this thing, it's formatted for a regular TV. So if you're watching a widescreen movie, it's going to chop the top, the bottom, and the sides off because it's formatted for an old tube-style TV. You have to go into the settings when you're not watching a movie and adjust it out to widescreen, and then it will fill a 16:9 screen. However, if you try to watch formatted content that's 4:3, like a full-screen movie or an old TV show, and you have it set to that 16:9 mode, it will stretch the video out. It won't just put black bars on the side, it'll stretch it out to your screen. So you have to go back in and set it back to regular TV mode, depending on what content you want to watch. A lot of newer players would just handle that automatically. This one's old enough that it doesn't. It's formatted for a regular TV primarily. Otherwise, though, it plays beautifully. Picture quality definitely looks a little out of date. Sound quality is surprisingly good. You can play music CDs on this. I tried that out and it worked pretty good. Not like amazing sound, but good enough. And picture quality definitely is lacking, but I was only going over composite, so using component you might be able to get okay picture out of this, but it's completely out of date. As a DVD player, you would just use an HDMI upscaled player at this point, but it is cool to have, just a neat collector's item. I didn't get a manual with it, but I have it in PDF. I'll put a link for that in the description if you care. Pioneer has all their old manuals for these DVD players up on their site, which is pretty cool. And I did get the remote here. Standard remote. Nothing really to say about it. Yeah, pretty cool. Did get some DVDs with it. Yeah, these were nice to have. So I've been kind of collecting these for a long time, but I haven't gotten any in a while. Got Seinfeld Season 3 DVD. This is a little beat up on the outside, but all the discs are like brand new. Like this was just sat on a shelf and got dinged a couple times, and that's about the extent of it. But yeah, obviously this is in, like I say, it's just a little ding there, like somebody hit it a couple times, but discs are all in good shape. I'm not going to bother showing that. But and then Season 4, which is like brand new. This one wasn't really dinged up at all. A little crumpled in the corner there, but that even happens just from the shrink wrap. So, not bad. They've reissued these since then in slim cases, but these are the originals from 2004. So, cool to have. And in terms of movies here, got a couple. Forrest Gump. Had that on VHS only. That is a 2-disc copy. If you're into YouTube memes, you might recognize this film. Downfall. Excellent movie, though. All jokes aside, this is one of the best World War II movies. Definitely worth a watch. It's not dubbed. It has English subtitles. It's better that way. Very good film. And these are in older style snap cases here. Harrison Ford, Presumed Innocent. And Steven Skull Under Siege. And Blue Thunder. Cool movie, man. This is the one where they're on the freaking experimental helicopter. Just classic movie. I don't care how old it is, man. This is a cool freaking film. And again, all these were like brand new. I mean, literally just like brand freaking new. See, these are so old, they don't even have, there's nothing printed on it other than right there. That's the way that all these are, actually. All these films. You can see the old Snapcase design here. A lot of people probably have never even seen one of these because they were only around for a limited time. I mean, this is just cheap. It gets banged up easily. It's not the same dimensions as a regular DVD case at all. But again, same deal. No artwork. So, kind of cool. So, that's pretty much all I got to show you guys. Not a whole hell of a lot of stuff, but that's how it is, man. Overall, though, I'm not picking up much in the way of video games anymore. I'm just was building a small PS2 collection of sports games and stuff like that. I kind of went back to that and then found some GameCube stuff, and I figured, what the hell. Otherwise, I haven't been doing much with games. I've been mainly collecting CDs, but like I say, we'd be here for freaking ever, so I'm just not even going to bother with it. Excuse me. So, anyways, should have a vid coming out, hopefully soon enough. Here, I have some videos to edit, so it might be a week or so, but I will have a couple vids coming out soon, so until then, I'll catch you guys later.